What's up guys, Chris with Siglansky Cycle, and we're back with a sweet bike. This is actually my wife Cassie's custom Specialized Lululemon edition, Specialized S-Works AMIRA. This bike was a limited run that Specialized came out with. It's actually an SL4 model, and then we saw Specialized kind of change some variations of it and continue on the bike with the SL5 and SL6, but this is a numbered bike. It was a limited run. This one has a stamp on there of number 20 out of 200, and as soon as I saw this bike, I had to get my hands on it and do this sweet little build for my wife, who absolutely loves cycling and Lululemon and yoga. But let's take a closer look at this build and see what we got going on with group set, wheels, saddle, stem, and all that great stuff here. So jumping right into the bike, this is the frame. It's a matte black frame with the logo and the matte black white, Specialized Lululemon, and it has some floral on the rear triangle here. Let's see if I can, there you go. Specialized Lululemon with the floral on the rear triangle, and on the inside of the front fork we have that same decal. This bike was pretty cool. It came with a jersey that had that floral decal inside the jersey, and it came with the old Specialized red leather book that had the authentication and certification of the bike. So we have that inside. I didn't pull it out today, but wanted to do a little review on this thing. It has a Shimano Dura Di2 Gruppo. This is the first gen Gruppo where the junction box is external. As we can see right there, it is mounted under the stem with a zip tie, and then different variations of this. On the newer stuff, the junction box was in the seat post. The SL6, we even saw the junction box tucked in on the handlebar end cap. Handlebar length, we have a 40 centimeter S-Works carbon bar with the S-Works stem, which is 100 millimeter. Plenty of stack left there. Not riding super aggressive on her bike, and a K-Edge Garmin mount. Front rotor on the bike is the Dura Rim Brake Edition. I always loved how this Dura looked. The black and silver always look super hot, always popping. There's a rear one. Saddle, we have the Specialized Aura saddle. We'll probably be swapping this out. I know Specialized has the Mimic saddle designed for the females, and they have obviously the newer Specialized Power saddle, which is a 3D printed. We'll probably opt for one of those. Seat post SL4 with a negative 20 degree offset. I'm probably going to be swapping this thing out to the SL5 seat post. I think it's a lot cleaner than this one. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. But I know it's definitely interchangeable because the seat post circumference is the same on the SL4 and the SL5. Taking a look on the drivetrain, my wife is running a 5236 front chainring with a 170 millimeter carbon crank arms. We're running the Look carbon keel blade pedals. I think these ones are just the regular chromoly ones, non-ceramic spindle. Rear derailleur, Shimano Dura Di2 with a 1125 rear cassette, Shimano Ultegra, and a gold KMC SL chain, which this thing is looking a little rusty. We'll probably be replacing those parts here soon. Taking a look at the wheels, this is a Specialized Roval CL40s with the white team edition. They did do a CLX version of this. I originally had CLX 50s on this bike, but I needed them for my Marcel Kittle SL6, and I ended up snagging this pair, which still looks great with the white decaling on the S-Works there on the frame and on the wheels. And I honestly love the way this bike looks. And the gen of the wheels fits the same era when this bike was released, which I believe this frame is a 2014 limited run. Tires are the Specialized S-Works Turbo Cottons. So You guys can see that, and we're just running a 700 by 26 C on the tires. Probably gonna be refreshing this bike. It's been sitting for a little bit, but we'll do some new tires on there. Normal tubes, no TPU tubes, just standard Specialized tubes. And on the bar tape, my favorite Specialized, not Specialized, but Supercast Super Sticky Cush. Mike Sinyard's son, who owns the company, so I always say this bar tape is Specialized. Bottle cage mount is just the Specialized S-Works Carbon Matte Black Rib Cage version 2 on there. And that's the bike, guys. I had to do this for my women out there who love road cycling, and you know, gotta show some love to the ladies. So this is the Specialized S-Works SL4 AMIRA Lululemon edition, size 51 centimeter. I've had a couple buddies ask me if I ever would part ways with this thing. I'm like, it's too good. Even if my wife stopped riding it, I'll still keep it hanging in the garage just because it's such a beautiful bike. And if you guys know me, I love the old school rim brake bikes. And let's face it, it's a Lululemon edition, so living down here in Boca, it's super bougie. But that's it for this one, guys. If you guys have any questions or anything, drop it in the comments box below. And don't forget to subscribe and like this video, and we'll catch you guys on the next one. Later.